Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Counting on fans rate the Duggar wedding dresses. Counting on fans are debating about who wore the best wedding dresses over the years. There have been many Duggar weddings, some of which were documented by TLC. However, some Redditors have different opinions about who shined the most in their wedding gowns. Keep reading to see the discussion. Counting on most recent Duggar wedding. One of the most recent weddings in the Duggar family was Jeremiah and Hannah. The two exchanged vows on March 26, 2022, at First Baptist Church in Plattsmouth, Nebraska. There were also two weddings that happened in 2021. Justin and Claire tied the knot in March 2021, which was followed by Jed and Katie's nuptials in April. Many Counting On fans were impressed by Katie, Hannah, and Claire's wedding gowns. But several Redditors can't help but talk about who wore the best gowns in the family. Fans rate the Duggar wedding dresses. Some Counting On fans on Reddit discussed who wore the best wedding gowns throughout the years. According to the poster, they find Lauren's bridal outfit the best due to its sleek and modern design. The Reddit user also said Jinger takes the second spot because of her elegant 3/4 sleeve. They were also impressed by Abby's simple yet gorgeous wedding gown. Meanwhile, some commenters share their own winners, and many of them have different opinions. Counting on. Is there an upcoming Duggar wedding? There are currently no upcoming marriages in the Duggar family. It's been quite some time since Jim, Bob, and Michelle announced a courtship. However, there are speculations that James is pursuing Emma Langdon after he appeared at her graduation party in Tennessee this month. On the other hand, Jason Duggar has been showing signs of wanting to find a partner. He has posted shirtless photos of himself at the gym, and many have referred to it as a thirst trap. The Counting On alum was also rumored to be linked with Claire Langdon. Unfortunately, both parties remain discreet about their status. If you are looking for more Duggar family news, come back to TV shows Ace for all your updates. Title: Counting On fans rate the Duggar wedding dresses. The Duggar family, famously known from the hit TLC reality show 19 Kids and Counting and its spin-off Counting On, has become a household name due to their large family, conservative values, and unique lifestyle. Over the years, fans have closely followed the lives of the Duggar children, particularly as they entered adulthood, got married, and began their own families. One of the most exciting aspects of these weddings for fans has been the wedding dresses worn by the Duggar women. With each marriage, fans eagerly analyze the dresses, scrutinizing every detail from the modesty of the gowns to the intricate designs that reflect the family's values and style. In this article, we take a deep dive into the Duggar wedding dresses, highlighting the choices made by the Duggar women, the fan reactions, and the significance of these dresses within the context of the Duggar family's conservative beliefs. From the pristine, modest gowns worn by the older Duggar sisters to the more recent, yet still modest, choices of the younger generation, we'll explore how each wedding dress is a reflection of the Duggar family's identity and values, and how fans rate these choices in the ever-growing Duggar wedding dress legacy. The Duggar family's wedding tradition. Before we dive into specific wedding dresses, it's important to understand the Duggar family's approach to weddings. For many years, Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar have upheld traditional values when it comes to courtship, marriage, and family life. These values include dating with the intent of marriage, abstinence before marriage, and modesty in dress and behavior. This ideology extends to the weddings themselves, where modesty is the cornerstone of the event, particularly when it comes to the bride's wedding dress. The Duggar women, in keeping with the family's Christian values, have typically chosen wedding dresses that reflect their beliefs in modesty, elegance, and simplicity. This is seen in their long-sleeved, high-neck gowns, which offer little to no skin exposure and often feature lace or other delicate fabrics to create a soft, worth noting that the Duggar wedding dresses are often passed down through the family. Many of the dresses have been worn by more than one Duggar woman, creating a sense of tradition and continuity that fans find endearing. The first Duggar wedding. Josh and Anna's wedding. The first Duggar wedding to be widely televised was that of Josh Duggar and Anna Keller in 2008. As the oldest son in the Duggar family, Josh's wedding to Anna marked a significant moment for the family, as it introduced viewers to the Duggar family's wedding traditions. Anna wore a classic, modest gown with a high neckline and long sleeves. The gown was made of soft ivory satin, with a slightly puffed skirt and lace accents that added a touch of vintage charm. Fans were quick to praise Anna's wedding dress for its simplicity and elegance, but there was also some criticism. Some viewers felt that the dress was a bit too traditional, with little flair or creativity. However, many Duggar fans appreciated the dress for its modesty and felt it reflected Anna's personality and values. The dress was not only significant for its style, but also for the fact that it was Anna's own design, made by a local dressmaker. This tradition of homemade or custom-designed wedding dresses became a hallmark of Duggar weddings, setting a precedent for future brides in the family. Jill Duggar's wedding dress, modesty with a modern twist. Jill Duggar's wedding to Derek Dillard in 2014 was another monumental moment for the Duggar family, and fans were eagerly awaiting to see what dress she would choose. Jill's dress, designed by an independent seamstress, was a mix of traditional and modern elements. The dress featured lace detailing on the bodice, long sleeves, and a modest high neckline. The skirt was a simple A-line silhouette that allowed Jill to move gracefully as she walked down the aisle. While Jill's wedding dress was undoubtedly modest, it also featured some modern elements that set it apart from previous Duggar wedding dresses. The lace sleeves and bodice were intricate, giving the dress a more contemporary romantic feel. Fans were thrilled with Jill's choice, praising the dress for its timeless beauty and elegance. Many remarked that it was one of the most beautiful Duggar wedding dresses they had seen, as it managed to balance the family's traditional values with a sense of sophistication. As with many of the Duggar wedding dresses, Jill's gown also became a point of conversation about the role of modesty in the Duggar family's life. Jill's dress was seen as an example of how modesty can be fashionable, and it sparked many fans to discuss how the Duggar women managed to incorporate modern styles into their conservative wardrobe choices. Jessa Duggar's wedding dress, the lace sensation. Jessa Duggar's wedding to Ben Seawald in 2014 followed shortly after Jill's. Jessa's dress was similar to Jill's in terms of modesty, but had its own unique flair. Designed by a local seamstress, Jessa's wedding gown featured a lace overlay that covered the entire bodice and extended down the skirt. The dress also included a low back, but in keeping with Duggar traditions, it was tastefully done, with a high neckline and long sleeves to maintain the modesty that is so important to the family. Jessa's wedding dress was widely praised by fans for its intricate lacework and graceful silhouette. Many fans considered it one of the most beautiful Duggar wedding dresses, and there was a noticeable shift in the way viewers viewed modest wedding dresses in general. Jessa's gown demonstrated that modesty doesn't have to mean sacrificing style, and many fans appreciated her ability to choose a dress that was both fashionable and appropriate by Duggar standards. However, some fans expressed concerns about the low back, as it was seen as being somewhat less traditional compared to other Duggar wedding dresses. Despite this, most viewers agreed that Jessa's dress was beautiful and a perfect fit dress for her of Joanna Duggar. Joanna Duggar's wedding to Austin Forsyth in 2017 was another highly anticipated event for Counting on fans. Joanna's dress was a combination of classic bridal elegance and modern design. The gown featured lace detailing on the bodice, a flowing skirt, and a modest neckline. The sleeves were slightly shorter than those of her older sisters, but they were still considered modest by Duggar standards. Joanna's wedding dress was one of the more talked-about Duggar gowns, as many fans noted that it had a slightly more contemporary feel compared to some of the earlier dresses worn by her sisters. The dress was elegant, yet more youthful, and it seemed to reflect Joanna's personality as the more outgoing and adventurous Duggar daughter. Many fans expressed that Joanna's wedding dress was a perfect balance between traditional modesty and modern trends. Some noted that it was a refreshing change, while others still appreciated the fact that it adhered to Duggar traditions. The wedding dresses of the younger Duggar generation. As the younger Duggar children began to get married, many fans wondered if they would continue to follow the same wedding traditions set by their older siblings. So far, the answer has been a resounding yes. The wedding dresses of the younger Duggar daughters have continued to reflect the family's conservative values, but they have also incorporated some fresh, modern elements. For example, when Abby Grace Burnett married John David Duggar in 2018, her wedding dress was stunning. It featured a lace bodice, long sleeves, and a high neckline, much like the other Duggar gowns. However, Abby's dress also featured a unique, intricate train and a fitted silhouette that made it stand out among the other Duggar wedding dresses. Fans were quick to praise Abby's choice, calling it one of the most beautiful dresses they had ever seen. The dresses of other Duggar women, like Lauren Swanson, Kendra Caldwell, and even more recently, the wedding of the youngest Duggar girls, have all followed this tradition of modesty mixed with modernity. Each gown seems to have its own distinct qualities, but they share common themes of lace, modesty, and a commitment to elegance. Fan reactions, a mix of praise and criticism. As with any public family, the Duggar family's wedding dresses have generated a range of reactions from fans. Some Duggar followers praise the wedding gowns for their timeless elegance, while others critique them for being too simple or old-fashioned. Fans who appreciate the Duggar family's commitment to modesty often rate the wedding dresses highly, praising the gowns for reflecting the Duggar women's values. These fans see the dresses as a reflection of the family's focus on faith, family, and simplicity, and they admire the fact that each dress is unique yet adheres to the same core principles. On the other hand, there are fans who criticize the dresses for being too plain, or for lacking the glamour and creativity seen in other celebrity weddings. These fans might argue that the Duggar women could have pushed the boundaries of modest fashion a bit more, or they may simply prefer more contemporary styles. Regardless, the Duggar wedding dresses have consistently sparked conversation and debate, and for many fans, they are a central part of the Duggar wedding experience. Conclusion: a Duggar legacy of modesty and elegance. The Duggar wedding dresses are more than just gowns. They are a reflection of the family's values, traditions, and beliefs. From the very first Duggar wedding to the most recent, these dresses have showcased the family's commitment to modesty, elegance, and simplicity. Fans have eagerly followed these weddings and rated the dresses with a mixture of admiration and criticism. But one thing is certain: these gowns are integral to the Duggar wedding experience. Whether fans love or dislike each individual dress, one cannot deny that the Duggar wedding gowns have become a symbol of the family's unique way of life. They represent a lifestyle rooted in faith, modesty, and tradition. And as the Duggar family continues to grow and evolve, fans will undoubtedly continue to rate and debate the wedding dresses of the Duggar women for years to come. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our Reality T24 channel and stay with us.